house well-being, and as usual, hello from my dog as well, who is there just chilling on his cushion now. And believe it or not, and yeah, well, actually, I do believe this, it makes a lot of sense. I get a lot more comments about my dog in my inbox than I get about what we are doing in our sessions, which is brilliant. Thank you for loving Edgar. So for all of you Edgar fans out there, he's had a lovely walk this morning and is now just chilling, living the life as dogs are supposed to do. Okay, so today our focus is on focus. We are talking about increased mental acuity, we're talking about increased concentration and clarity, focus, attention. And if you are not brand new to mindfulness, chances are you will have done a breathing meditation and you will know probably that putting all of your attention on one anchor, in this case the breath, is conducive to increased attention, to increased abilities of working on one task without getting distracted, and focus and clarity and acuity in general. But because this series of sessions is focused on everyday mindfulness, is focused on what do I do, in the middle of a busy day to use these tools to my advantage, well, we have extra challenges, obviously. Chances are in the middle of a busy day, you will have thoughts milling around, elbowing each other for your attention, and some of them screaming at you for your attention. And you might find that your mind feels spread thinly, and you might think, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on my breath the way that I've practiced, the way that I've been shown, because I know that that has results. And, it might be the case that with such a busy mind, 2 minutes after you start, the next thing you know is that you are caught in that whirlwind again. You're caught in that eddy again, pulling you down. So we know that it is so easy to get frustrated, but in a very real way, physiologically and neurologically, frustration does not work as a strategy. Self-criticism is actually counterproductive as a strategy towards motivating yourself or even learning. It is counterproductive. And you know that I always bang on about being kind to yourself, because that actually gives you more results. So we can work with the conditions that we have instead of pushing against. So the conditions that we have in this case is a busy mind. Okay, we can say, right, mind, you want to be busy? I'm going to keep you busy. I'm going to give you a job. And your job is to help me obtain my results. I want to focus on my anchor. I want to focus on my breath. And you are going to help me by counting the breaths. So this is something that, like all of the quick practices that we do, you can do wherever you are. You don't need to close your eyes. You know that we take the chance to close our eyes when we have time for formal practice, because it helps, it minimizes the visual distractions. And as you know, we are a very visual species. But, as you're out and about, going about your busy day in the house or at work, you don't need to do this. Just keep your eyes open and count in your mind. 1 on the in-breath, 2 on the out-breath, 3 on the in-breath, and 4 on the out-breath again, and get all the way up to 10. And when you get up to 10, you might decide that you need some more, in which case just start back at 1 and go all the way up to 10 again. Now, as an extra tip, if you can remember to really take your time with the out-breath, when you breathe out, if you can keep the out-breath a bit longer than the in-breath, that will give you an extra help to calm down. That longer out-breath is what activates the parasympathetic nervous system. which is the opposite modality to fight or flight. It's called the rest and digest system, which I think is absolutely a splendid phrase. I love rest and digest. And this is how Edgar lives. So, you know, it's good. So because you know that I like to give you evidence-based practices, as you know, with everything in mindfulness, there is a really extensive body of research. And there are specific studies on counting the breaths as well, you know, peer-reviewed and studies done properly with control groups as well. And unsurprisingly, the results are less mind-wandering, which is what we are trying to achieve really, increased self-awareness, increased mood, improved mood as well as a consequence, less compulsion, less compulsive behavior, more equanimity. And it improves not just your focus, but also your working memory. So this really is a workout for the mind to be able to work more efficiently and work better for you. Okay, so give it a go, and as usual, please do stay safe, and I'll see you here next week. All the best.